So I decided to make this video as an example of how to take stats with the StatVolley website because while people get most of the things right, everybody gets at least a few things wrong. So I'm just going to go through this match, the gold medal match from Canadian University last year, Alberta versus Saskatchewan, and I'm going to take stats on the University of Alberta. So the first thing I normally do is go full screen. And then I usually click and drag the corner of the video to make sure it's optimal. There we go. Okay. So I try to make sure that there are no black lines around either side of the video, or very minimal ones at least. And I want to leave a little bit of room below so that the results can appear down there, and if I need to edit something, that's where that shows up. So after I do that, I usually just click play. And even though I have the numbers here and the grid here, I don't usually use that. I usually just set the cap locks key, and then I usually just type the numbers. And since the capital V sets the start time, capital N sets the end time, I usually don't have to leave the code window to do it. It's only when I want to change the set or the setter position. So I would click play, skip ahead a bit. Okay, number 12 is serving, and I believe he's the setter. So let me just watch this first play to make sure that he is the setter. Actually, he's not. Let's see, who's the setter? Is it number 1? Yep, number 1's the setter. Okay, so let's see where he starts so we can... Now, in order to go back 5 seconds, I'll hit one of the arrow keys on the keyboard. And I believe hitting the letter J goes back 10 seconds. Let's see. Yeah, 10 seconds. Okay, so let's go to the start of the match and see where the setter starts. Okay, he appears to be starting in 3. Although now he's moving. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, definitely starting in 3. So let's change that to position 3. Let's see. Okay. Referee signaled. That's a 2 by number 6 and a kill by number 17. H2 R2. What was the number of the setter again? Let's just click the end time. Number 1 H1 P15 H. Who's that who put that ball away? Number 17 K2. I'd say he was hitting that ball to zone 6. Just enter that. Okay, next play. Who's serving? Number 12 is serving. H12S to start. Then when the referee signals. Oh, I think I missed it. H12. Okay, H12, S3, he served that to zone 1, H17 with a dig, D2. Okay, H1, P15, set to the outside, H17, K1, zone, let's say zone 3, he was going to tip that ball. Not sure if you could see my mouse, but it looked like he was going to tip that ball there. H1 recycles. So H1, P15 again, H17, K1, zone 2, because we're putting where the ball would have gone if it hadn't been touched. Okay, outside. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to add, I didn't forget to add is, so when we're taking stats on just the one team, if we want to know how many points the other team scored as opposed to how many gifts they gave, we're going to have to track the K2s. So every time Sherbert gets a kill, we're just going to give it a generic tilde sign K2. And every time Sherbert makes an error that's unforced, we're going to give him a tilde E0. So in that case, Sherbert got a kill, so let's go tilde K2, and we can submit that. Okay. So usually, like this is a perfect video recording because we can see the referee. So as soon as the referee signals, I usually press the V key to start the clip. H17, R3, H1, P51, block dig. Okay, that's all I can remember in one play. H17, R3, H1, P51 with some middle blocker. What number is he? Let's go back 5 seconds and see who the middle blocker was. Oops, missed it again. Is it number 3? Number 3, and then H10 got a dig. H3, K1. He's probably putting that to zone 8, say, if it would have won over. H10 with a good cover. Give him a dig for that. H5, P15. H5, P15 for the set. H17, K2, zone 1. Let's play it a little bit. And the time. Okay. Like this is literally the perfect angle. Oh, we missed the rotation of the setter, the last one. He was in zone 2, so we could go there, position that to zone 2. We can always go back later and go through all the starts of the rotation to fix those. But I missed that one, so let's go set us in position 1, and he's number 1, H1. It's going to be serving. Set the start time. Okay, serve to 6. And H3 with a block. So H1 served S1 to zone 6. I missed the number of the block. Let's see. What's his number? That was number 3. So H3, B2, and let's end that clip there. Press play, H1S, because he's going to serve again. Watch referee, signals for serve, click the V for start time. Delete that or leave it. Where'd that one go? Okay. So H3, serve that to zone 6. So he served a S1, zone 6. Okay. Miss serve. So we'll give an E0 for that because they gave him a free point. And this, because they got the ball back, there's a rotation, so the setter should be in 6 now. And we got H1, number 7 is about to serve. So we'll just start that. referee signal serve, press V, and then delete it again, or you could leave the capital V in there. Okay. All right, so S3, where did he serve that ball? Let's take another look. Let's go back 10 seconds. Served zone 1. I'd give an S2 for that. S2, zone 1, H3, B1 for block rejection. H10 for B2. Okay. So one thing I want to mention is that in the code window, clicking the capital V sets the start time, clicking the capital N starts the end time, but when it gets submitted, those actually get deleted. I personally delete them as I'm going along, but you don't have to. You can leave those in there, and the system is just going to delete those out of your final code. Okay. H17, S1, zone 6, E0. S1, zone 6, E0 by the other team because he hit it out of bounds. H17S, start time. S1, zone 6 again. Dig by the Libero, who's number 6. S1, zone 6. What did I say the Libero's number was? Is that a 6? H6D2. H6 again. Okay. H6D2, H1P75, H10 with the K1. Where did he put that? Was that, let's go back 5 seconds. Zone 2. Zone 2, H10, K1, zone 2. Do we give 17 a dig for that? Yeah, let's give him a dig. 2, then H1 is setting someplace. Where did he go? Goes outside. Then 13 makes an error. H1, P15, H13, K0, zone 7, I would say. That was the end time. Okay. Okay, referee signals. Start time. Oh, referee called that in. So who's that who got ace? 13? H13, R0. Okay. Submit. H13, R2, H17, P83, H13, R2, H1, P83, H17, K1, zone 1. Now let's see what they do now. Okay, so that was a P12 because it was a back shoot. So let's go H1, P13, P72, H10, K2, zone 5. Okay. Okay, we would have rotated now. Number 5. So who's that? Gone back to serve H3, S. Let's see, where does he serve? 2, zone 6. 2, zone 6. S2, zone 6. We got that block H10, B1. Oof. Nice hit. Tilde K2. Schubert got a kill. And the K2 is the generic code for anybody who gets a kill on that team. Now I just want to mention that the tilde E0 and the E0 for the home team and the team that you're taking stats on are very different. Like E0, when you're taking stats on, say, Alberta, if that's the home team, the only time you would use that is if there is no other metric that accounts for the error. For example, if a setter sets a ball out of bounds, that would be an E0. But if a hitter gets blocked or something, then that would be a K0, for example. Whereas when you're taking the stats for the other team, or just the minimum stats for the other team, the tilde E0 is for any error whatsoever that isn't accounted for by the other team. So a hitting error where they get blocked wouldn't be an E0. Now a hitting error where they hit the ball out of bounds, that would be an E0. Okay, so let's start. H7 again. Okay, so that was a good hit. H17, R3, H1, P72, the fast back set, H10, K2, zone, I'd say hit that to zone 9, it was fairly sharp. Okay. So is that a rotation? Yeah, set us in position 4, H10, S. Okay, it's a service ace on S4. Zone 6. H10S. Okay, S3. S3. Zone 6. H1. B1. So H1, P15, or was that a little bit quicker? Yeah, we'll go with P15. H13, K1, he was going to zone 5, I think, possibly zone 6. Okay, Schubert got a kill, so let's count for that. Submit. H6, R2. H6, R2, H1, P15, H13, K1, zone 8, I would say. 2, and time, submit. Okay, so they rotated, so the setter's in 3, 13 is serving, H13, S. It misses 8, SO, zone 6. S0, zone 6, sorry. H13, R2. H13, R2. H1, P15. H17, K1. And then the opponent's got a kill. Okay. H6, R3. Okay. H6, R3. H1, P95, because it's the back row. H10, K2, zone 7, 8. Let's go 9. Zone 9, and clip, submit. Okay, they got the ball back, so we set a rotate. Yeah, setter's in 2. Okay, let's see who's serving. 12, okay. H12, S1, zone 6. But then Sherbrooke got a kill. K2. H13, R3. Okay. H13, R3, H1, P12, H17, K2 to zone 5. And clip, submit. Setter rotates, it's in position 1, H1S, in advance of his serve. Okay, let's say that's an S2. S2, zone halfway between 5 and 6. HB. Okay, now let's see who got the block. Let's go back 5 seconds. Number 17, I think, got that block. If we wanted to, we could go frame by frame by hitting the period key and see who really got that block. So I'm just rapidly pressing the period key. So I'm advancing 1 frame at a time. Yeah, we're saying number 17 got that. 17, B2. Oh, we don't want to end the clip there because we're in the middle of play. Okay, gonna end that clip now. Submit. Okay, timeout. So let's hit the L key to advance 10 seconds at a time. Okay, 1S. It's on the net. Okay, S1 is zone 5-ish, but then they made an error. E0 and clip. H1S about to serve. This one's zone 5. H3, B1, free ball, H1. Yeah, that's a kill. H1, P75, H10, K2, zone 1. Oh, I forgot to set the start time and end time. If I would try to submit now, I would get an error message. Yep, start time and end time cannot be empty. Let's cancel that, but let's go back to the start of the play. Go here, here. Okay, that's... Since I have the code in, I just have to watch the play, wait till it's over. Okay. Setter still in 1, H1, S. S1, zone 3. Okay, S1, zone 3. Then H1, D2. I think it was him who dug that. Then H10, set a high ball outside that I think is about to go over the net. Yeah, then H6, we give him a dig for that. Actually, get away to... Okay, so H1, what he set? P72, H10, KO, because he got blocked, and he's going to zone 1 with it, and that clip. Nice one-on-one block. Okay. Six. Okay. H6, R0. H6, R3. Okay, H6, R3, H1, P51. And who's that who hit that? H3, K2. And I think he hit that back to zone 1 if I remember correctly. Submit. Let's see, where's the setter? Okay, setter advanced to rotation 6. Got 17 serving. H1, 7, S. S3, zone 6. H6, D2. H6, D2. H3, H1, P112, because that was a fastball outside. H13, K1. Where did he hit that ball? Zone 5. Free ball. H1. So let's end the clip there and then put in the code H1, P83, H17, K2 to zone 5. Set is rotated, is now in position 5. H3 is serving. H1 zone 6. And an E0. HS1 zone 6. Completely forgot what happened on that play. Let's just rewind it. I believe it was tilde E0. So let's just watch it again. Actually, I was in zone 6, I was zone 1. Okay, so I seem to have lost where I was. Not sure what happened there. So when that happens, I just click the recombobulate button, or recombobulate link. And so I think the word is actually from a Bugs Bunny cartoon, not that that's important. But if you click it, it'll take you to this page, which will show you where the last clip that you created ended at. So then I could just click this and start taking stats from here again. But then I have to unfortunately have to reconfigure this since I did it manually. Okay. So H3 is going back to serve. Let's see what happens. KS1, zone 6. And then they made an error. E0. Okay, now we're back to where we need to be. 3, S. I think that's a 2. That's a 2. H3. S2 zone. I think that's going zone 1. We could give a soft block for that. We could do a, let's see who touched that. KH12, I believe it was H12, B1, H1, P75, H10. He's going to attack this ball. Where does he attack it? H2, K2, zone 9, stop time. Okay. I forgot to update the setter location. Let's see. Where's the setter? Hard to tell, but I think he's in 5. So let's update this to 5. This one 2. Zone 4. Okay, so let's watch that play again. Zone 4 probably. And then Sherbrooke gets a kill. Let's run to the end of the... Let's see where the setter is. Zone 5, okay. H13, R1. Okay, because I was typing, I lost where that was. Who is that who runs this down and sets it? Is that the setter? No. 17. So we'd say that H17, P15, H13, J2, zone 2. So as I think I mentioned before, you estimate where the ball would have gone, even if it's blocked and deflected. So setter's in position 4. That means H10 is back to serve because he's the opposite. Okay. Ready to serve. Miss serve. This is 0, zone 4-ish. H6, R3. Okay. H6, past perfect ball. H1, P95, back row to 1. H10, K2, but because my memory's bad, I can't remember where he hit it. Let's go back 5 seconds. Okay, so I hit it between 5 and 6. I'm going to go with zone 5. And then re-rotating. Yeah. So setter's in 3. H13, about to serve. So actually let me back that up and see what happened, because this is definitely going to be end of a play. Tips it out of bounds. So H13, S3, 13, S3. Let me look at that one again. Yeah, S3, zone 6. Zone 6 on that clip, and then give them an E0. E0. Alright. Okay. H13S. Miss S0, zone 1. H13, R2. H13, R2, H1, P95, H10, K1, going to zone 5. Free ball. Nice hit. H1, that's a pretty quick set, so say it's P12, H17, K2, zone 1. Okay, they rotated, I think. Yeah, setter's in 2. 12 is serving. 12 S. Okay, a little bit of a delay. So I'll just hit the V key again to change the time. H12, S1. Okay, so H12, S1, zone 1, H12, got a dig. And then tilde E0 for the free point. What? I looked in. Okay, S. That's 0 zone 5. Oh, I forgot the start time. Let's go back. Set the start time. That's the end time. Submit. Okay. Start time. Start again because it's taking too long. H6, R2. So H6, R2, H1, P12. That was pretty quick. H17, K2. Hit it outside the block. Let's go zone 1. Okay, and there we have the first set. I think I'm going to stop it there because I think from that you should be able to get an idea of what it takes to stat in this application.